Hi Gemini, welcome back to my channel. This is I, the one and only Archer with Archer Astrology. Hello. Welcome to your December 2022 monthly. It is going to be an interesting one for sure because we have a lot going on for you, especially Gemini, because the full moon coming up on December 7th is in your sign. And it's happening while we've got a Mars, Mercury, Venus conjunct, while Mars is already going retrograde. And Mercury is, yep, indeed, getting ready to go retrograde again at the end of the month. Isn't that always time? This holiday season brought to you by Mercury, the planet that goes backwards. Awesome sauce, right? So we will take a look, as we like to do for our monthlies, at your past, where you've been, at your present, as you're coming here to hang out with yours truly. Hi. And then take a look at a potential future outcome once we set your chariot's GPS for destinations kind of known, possibly known, and ask it to avoid any Tower and Seven of Swords moments that may arise. I almost said chariot moment that may arise. You do that to me oftentimes, Gemini. I do have a Mars and Mercury placement, so both of my placements in Gemini are getting ready to go backwards. One already is going backwards, so watch out what happens. I might not even be the same Archer. I might actually be Jan's Hugglebuck, who is just here to fill in for Archer and run off with all the zodiac signs. Meanwhile, if you would like to share, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff that makes a YouTube tarot reader so happy, I would appreciate it. Granted, it's just one little tap on your side of the phone, but over here it is a smile on a little crab's face. Hi. So do it to it, and I will love you forever. And that helps me connect to you, much like how I shuffle during the beginning of the reading, so that you feel more connected to it. All right, we will use the Tot deck for our base cards, which we often do. And then we will take a look at some clarifiers with the Book of Shadows Tarot, one which I picked out completely and entirely by myself. So it is straight up crab energy, straight across the board, which is good stuff. So we'll take a look with this one, set this up, and get an idea of where we're going to. We've got Happy Holiday, which I appreciate. Also remember that this will resonate to each and every Gemini placement you may have in your chart. We are FHA compliant here, and we do not discriminate. We will give a reading to any placement which desires one and would like to and inquires. Speaking of inquiries, if you'd like one, a personal reading with me, you can email me at archerastrology@gmail.com, and I will work you in. We'll figure something out. It's what we do. I am a little booked up through the 19th of December, but I will make room. It's what we do because I'm here for you. If none of y'all was watching, then we wouldn't be able to do very much, would we? All right, let's go. I'm not even going to look at this one yet, Gemini. We'll leave this hanging out. And I'm sure full moon in Gemini, a lot of sword energy, a lot of communication. Let me get my throat chakra ready, guys. All right, here we go. The energy at the bottom of the deck for you guys is the Princess of Cups. Ooh, okay. In the past, somebody was wanting a little bit of love and tried to come out with it, but maybe, who knows, a little bit of fell flat on their face. Let's take a look. Whoa, Knight of Cups energy comes out. Cancer straight up out of the gate. Knight of Cups, when he approaches with that crab in his chalice, he comes correct and he approaches in a frickin' chariot. Could be dealing with Cancerian coming your way. Cancer Pisces energy coming out of it. Speaking of Cancer Pisces, with a little Virgo, I see this as Virgo because the High Priestess is keeping secrets, digging more deeper into your intuition, which you will probably be doing underneath this full moon. So heavy Cancer energy in the past, somebody that's influenced your life for a while, somebody that you dealt with. Okay, Three of Wands, someone that you felt timings were right with before. And then we've got Four Swords. So maybe in the past, some energies coming out a little cattywampus on the love, maybe not coming correct or not understanding how to speak Gemini, kind of frustrating you and just wanting to manifest some truths underneath this full moon. Oh, yeah, I can see that. Empressing up, leveling up right there, embracing your Empress energy as you get here. Okay, that could make some sense right there with the Page of Cups. Heavy water energy. Whoa, you are here about some serious love with that Aries energy. Aries is babies of the zodiac, so wanting to manifest something new. So in the past, you and your person have had this intuitively loving connection where it's kind of like you felt more connected to people as you reached out to them, and you would tell them how you felt because as a kid growing up, being a Gemini, you were more just kind of like you just said what you felt. Not so much of not having a filter as just still having the innocence to tell somebody like, "Hey, I like you." Like that scene in Mean Girls where Lindsay Lohan is like in the jungle and she tells that little boy that she likes him, and he's like, "Oh, go away." But to Lindsay Lohan, it's just how she was. That's how her character acted, was supposed to be. And that's kind of like your side of things. You always felt like the time was right, and you'd come forward truthful, and you'd get shut down on it, and people would look back and be like, "Well, I don't know, I've been through so much," or there's this Three of Swords energy, but it's a good looking start out to it. You got some Libra energy, Aries energy, so you wanted to baby up to it, and it's showing that you are already, much like a Gemini is, very already tuned into your intuition and feeling what's coming your way. Kind of like not so much of being stressed out, but just wanting to be in your Empress energy, and kind of like you know what you want, and you want a peace, right? So the way that you would convey that out was you always tried to come correct about how you'd say it. Maybe not super, let's for lack of a better term say FHA compliant, but you just say what Geminis always say, what they want. And I love that about you guys. Bottom of the deck is the star, Aquarius energy. All the air signs are here because you're here. And then Libra's hanging out right here, just wanting to just, use your words in a peaceful way, not with a negative connotation. And then the star Aquarius energy shows up at the bottom of your clarifiers deck. The focal point on the energies right now is you. So even if you're at a point of no communication or little to no communication, it's proof that spirit is making them think about you. They're kind of like magicianing yourself up so that you look like good in their eyes, and I'm sure you do. But you know what I mean? Kind of like that little extra oomph to it, like, there's something different about Gemini. I can't quite place it, but yeah, it's kind of right there. And maybe they're kind of digging your loving side of things. You could even have some Cancer or some Pisces placements. Aries comes out, Libra as well. But then, so yeah, your person's Two of Wands. So like I was saying, the spirit is looking at is not looking. Well, they are kind of, you know what I mean. But spirit is kind of intuitively telling your person that they need to go, making the decision. You know how Archer says it. Archer's my Two of Wands. It's more of spirit going a little Willy Wonka, and you come to that fork in the road, and spirit's like, of course, yes, you have free will. Go ahead. No, wait, stop. Don't do that. Oh my, you're doing what you want. Yeah, I didn't make you do that at all. It's you go from a Three of Wands down to a Two of Wands, where they want to come forward in this with this Knight of Cups energy, so that something more balanced and stable comes in for you guys together. Nine of Wands, see? And intuitively they're getting hit with this and building like this protective wall to keep pushing through. It's a huge wall, very huge. It's the first time I've ever heard of it, but it's built right. It's built by Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, so it's huge, right? Nine of Wands style, just kind of protecting themselves and finding some of that Leo type of strength to kind of understand and learn more how to speak Gemini. I told you that that's what we were going to get back to the basics for December. Me, a Christmas present to you is that right there. That we're gonna teach cross watchers. Hi, how you doing, Archer? It's okay, you're welcome here. But you what you need to learn, cross watchers, that we're working on learning how to speak Gemini. And in the past here, when Gemini comes out the way they want to and says how they feel about you in their way, as much as Gemini needs to learn your language, you also need to kind of understand it is what it is, and kind of that strength where you put that wall up, like, whoa, this is kind of freaking me out. I'm not used to this. Why don't you try embracing it? Somewhere in your gut, High Priestess style, you pick up on it and you feel it. Queen of Pentacles. That together, sorry, throat chakra, see? Together you guys can proceed forward with more of a stable side, like the Taurus placements, where the Taurus moon infects, and your fixed energy, where you can go for they know the road ahead is okay, and they're offering fair and equal to each other. I like how there's two people on this deck, because you guys get to manage up that way. So yeah, you're very firm in your position of knowing what you want. Geminis are like that. Once you make your decision, you stick with it, and that's awesomeness about you. Yeah, Queen of Swords, there you are right there. The two people coming together with the meeting of the minds, because Three of Wands, the time is right for this. And I mean, see how it's them like signing a contract, like just that, and it's like in a business situation. But if it's love, it's that your person starts to see it. When you're in those points of no contact and no communication, you're starting to wonder what's going on and why the focus point is changing. It makes you feel like you've been forgotten, and like, well, what the heck? This isn't going anywhere. And then Queen of Wands comes up. See how they kind of man up? And this is spirit helping you work through those moments when you feel like that somebody else is the focal point, and you do everything for everybody. And why doesn't this work out for you? to get up into that Empress energy, you have to have all 4 element placements starting to go into high royalty status, such as the Queen of Wands. This is embracing your fire sign placements, wherever your Leo, Aries, and Sag placements are, and anywhere in your chart. So that, I mean, look how the Queen of Wands is stopping her from touching the fire. Letting her get close enough to it to feel the heat and understand the passion behind that heat and the flame and how hot it is and what it can do. And then, but stopping her free will style. I'm sure you really wanted to touch the flame, right? But, and keeping it in a point where you guys can come together equally to level up to this point underneath this moon, which is focusing on you. Knight of Pentacles comes in. The slowest moving energy in the deck. I know that's how everybody refers to it, but I call it the U.S. Postal Service card, because neither rain or sleet nor snow nor dead of night will stop the Knight of Pentacles from delivering that Ace of Pentacles in perfect condition. I mean, check this out. Just to grow carrots, Gemini, he's Googled how to do it, proper like chemicals and the fertilizers and how far deep to plant them. I mean, one way or another, he's going to have the best carrots on the block, that type of a thing. And this little gnome, the spirit energies, little carrot gnomes are working with him too. And that's showing how you Knight of Pentacles slowly into this Empress energy, and then even doing the work Knight of Cups style. Look at that. We close the past energy coming full circle, that you've done the work, put in the tests. I mean, look how he's kind of a little chill, beat out, tired out, but Spirit's with him being like, yeah, you passed all your tests and you're leveling up in Empress energy. He comes correct working with that. And it's also cool. I see like the little mermaid down there. So a lot of heavy water underneath this, with you as the focal point with the star, with that Aquarius energy. So, or you could be dealing with the Aquarius, heavy water in the past energy. So these two things hit hard. Not a ton of earth, aside from when we got into the clarifiers with these pentacles, Knight and Queen of Wands, or Queen of Pentacles. That's where your Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn comes in. Kind of like in the past, more of a quieter energy. You had more of this water sign influence going on, as this Taurian, Capricorn, Virgo, this earth energy slowly from our past starts to emerge and kind of merge together towards this Empress energy as we go into the future. That's wild. Okay, let's go into the current energies and see where in the world this is going, because this Gemini's do. Have you met Bill back here? He's a Gemini. He's a Gemini too. So you guys have a certain way of presenting yourself. Which one was that? Prince of Swords style. You know, you guys. If a Gemini plunks out as something, you people listen, right? Come in and respect. Very for not being the cardinal air sign, you guys do resonate as the most authoritative of them, right? Very driven. All right, I appreciate you. Like, share, comment, subscribing, doing all that stuff. I love hanging out with you guys. Speaking of which, I do go live every Wednesdays at 8 p.m. We do an All Signs here live from the Archer Broadcasting Studios inside Archer's Krabby Shell. Come and hang out for a little bit with Mia Familia. I love you guys. All right, so currently, what have we got happening for Gemini and their person? The one on Gemini's mind when they clicked in here, you know, it really turned into a lot of how you're leveling up so that when they come back, you can, like, you know, stay in your Empress energy to get the relationship you deserve. But this earth energy coming out is kind of freaky deaky. I don't know why. Because it's that, whoa, see, told you. Did I tell you not? Look at how the cards did a 90-degree thing. 90-degree conjunct. Just seriously, like what you see in an astrological chart, like what's going on with Mars, Mercury, and Venus. And it just did it. All right, so let's see. Here comes our earth energy showing up. All right, let's go, Gemini. There's decks to be rocked. Let's do it. All right, current energy at the bottom of the deck for right as in now. In the movie, we have the 9 of Swords. Definitely up in your feels about this and really getting tired of it. This is the, you know, up 2 a.m., staring at the ceiling again, lost inside of feeling again. But at least in this case, all this energy being swordish, notice how they're dripping fresh blood like they've just been pulled out and the wounds are starting to heal. If any sign knows how to use a sword wisely, it's a Gemini. You guys understand that the sword just laying down on the table can't hurt anybody. It won't hurt anybody. It never has, never will. It's not until somebody picks it up that it becomes a dangerous weapon that winds up getting jammed right into your forehead, and then before you know, boom, right there. So totally embracing it a different way. Look at, see, do you not embrace it? It's a Gemini card. It's Gemini energy. So you are the focal point, much like how that star energy was showing how people are kind of watching you. Let's see where it goes. Currently right now, 3 of Pentacles. Literally what you're doing right now by watching this reading with me. You are working with Spirit. Your person's at 3rd Pentacle down there, and Capricorn style, much like all the Capricorn, Aries conjunct, as we get into these cardinal points and the emotions start to erupt going into the future show up. You in Spirit's working to, for lack of a better term, program you guys to come together. You know, that's kind of where that whole Father, Son, Holy Spirit stuff comes into the modern Christianity side of things. It's spirit, you, and your person working together, at least the way we're interpreting it. Yeah, subscribe to what you like. I study comparative religions as a side hobby. So I do, same thing, FHA, all good. I just happen to go with that one. There you go. So Three of Pentacles into a Queen of Swords. You again. It's you much like what the story my mother tells about how when the 4-year-old Archer and Mama brings home his baby sister, and according to legend, the rumors, the words were, I looked at the baby and I just went, not you again. And yeah, that's pretty much where it went from there, right? But Queen of Swords, Mama's tired. Mama's tired, Gemini. You've been doing this work so long that you're just at that point. You've collected everything that you want, cut out all the BS you want, and are just like, I don't want to have to use the sword anymore. I just want to go forward with a Fool, with a new beginning right there. And this is what that Three of Pentacles work is bringing out right now. Your person is looking at you from a standpoint of wanting to try again. Or if it's a new person, wanting to try something new altogether. But if it's a returning person, then it's wanting, you know, much like I said, same church, different pew. You know, we want to get it right this time. It's a different leap of faith with the swords down, so you're not fighting like you did before. There's not all this jealousy. There's not the third party energy, Three of Pentacles. It's not Three of Swords. And your Nine of Swords and Eight of Swords interference comes in right there. It shows how much you can get up into your feels. More Gemini energy right there with one of your minor arcana cards showing up. This is the card of like a self-destruction or a self-sabotage. You get kind of over into this focusing almost obsessively, Nine of Swords style, on trying to manifest this Fool beginning and having this amazing thing that it's almost kind of derails, you know, like having too much pressure on the brakes. You know, the best way to stop a car or a chariot, let's go chariot. We're doing a tarot reading, right? We'll go talk about cars later. So the best way to stop a chariot with the brake pedal is like imagine pressing on egg carton on the eggshells, and you can't break the eggs. And you get so focused on not touching the eggs that you drive it, and then by the time you stop and look down, you've actually completely crushed the pedal through the floorboard. That type of a thing. And when that interference comes in, I mean, you can totally embrace it and work with it, but it might get to the point, especially if you have those evenings that you're just by yourself and chilling and quiet, and you start getting into your thoughts and your Eight of Swords feels, and before you know it, you start focusing more on that, and it keeps building and it keeps building. And then especially coming into full moon in Gemini here at the beginning of December, it boom, volcano erupts, and all that vulnerability, that anxiousness, that nervousness just pops underneath the cold moon. But now here's the thing. Once you get through that energy, you start to come out of it Queen of Pentacles style. This is showing how you're presenting yourself. You're coming across very Taurian-like right there with this energy. You know, this Princess of Pentacles, she's on her way to Queen of Pentacles status. And your person's pineal gland is starting to open up, where they're starting to realize their weight to this connection. A little bit of Taurus energy starts to float into the current energy right here. She's got a pentacle there. She's carrying the Ace of Pentacles, and she's got the wand illuminating her path, the path towards you, Gemini. And they come arriving in like a grounded, stable site. It's not like a Princess of Cups, like in the past, where it's been like, oh, hey, what's up? It's more of a, hello, how are you? That type of a thing. Could we talk for a moment? Yeah. Emperor energy, holy shit, Gemini. We have divine royalty, the absolute leveling up top of the frickin' podium. You've embraced every pentacle and sword energy you can get to. You guys, this energy coming in is like a total yin to your yang. Dude, Wayne and Garth, we're not worthy. We're not worthy. I'm gonna go jam some Bohemian Rhapsody and a Gremlin, dude. Right there for the both you all. You show up as an Empress energy, and your person comes in here as we get through this moon. This is now. Remember Spaceballs, the movie? This is now. Whatever's happening now is happening now. But when will then be now? Soon. So we're going to do a future pull on this, because this is wild. You're embracing every sword energy that comes at you, kind of like Zorro style. That your person, as you cut through this interference of focusing so much on the new beginning that it wears you out, that's when your person finds their way using that light through the tunnel, and the Emperor shows up. And the Emperor gets his friggin' way. If he wants no pickles on the Whopper, he get no pig on the Whopper, right? All right, so some clarifiers onto this. Let's see what we got for clarifiers for the right on now. Because Gemini is totally feeling it. As a Cancer sun, trust me, I get it. You're feeling what the moon does to Cancer all the time. Doesn't matter what sign the moon is in, if it's new, if it's waning, if it's waxing. Whatever it is, Cancer frickin' feels it. You're feeling it right now. So I totally understand what you are feeling as the moon starts to push you and pull you, and you get into that feeling of the compression and the vulnerability starts to, and the nervousness. Now remember, the human brain doesn't process, it doesn't process very differently the feelings of anxiety and excitement. It kind of doesn't get it. So you can actually be like a good anxious and also a bad anxious. So the more you kind of focus on the sword energy, which is like one of your fortes, Geminis know how to work with sword, then it allows you to move through it a lot faster. All right, let's see. And then, dude, the Emperor comes through the path. It's almost like the Princess of Pentacles leads the Emperor to your door, right? Like that. All right, let's grab some clarifiers on this. Let's go for Gemini. All right, Samsonite. Here we go. Bottom of the deck, we have Strength. Leo energy shows up. We had a bunch of water showing up. Now the fire sign is going to be the passions that drive this to this Emperor energy. Aries, Leo already coming out there. Friggin' Jack LaLanne ready to tow an RV with his teeth. He's just warming up in the morning. Right there. That's just his morning exercise before he has his Wheaties. So this Leo straight up energy is balancing it out and pushing it forward towards happy sun energy to get you where you want to go. 4 cups. And this is showing that you guys have tried every option, manifested. These aren't full cups that she just didn't feel like drinking. She's tried them all. She doesn't like them. She's manifesting that 4th cup. You guys are both starting to focus on it so much more to get to level up to a 6 of cup happiness. Look at the family and how happy they are, how excited they look to just be together and just to have family time. It's that happiness coming in that you're manifesting in this Queen of Swords style. You're so tired of focusing on this that you want your new beginnings, that you can get past it. 6 of Swords. And you want to use all that energy. See how she's running with the fairy, running towards the sun, running towards that yellow happiness energy? You want to use every energy intuitively, spiritually, your intuition, your spirit guides, your law of attraction, your everyone as you pushed out, your Nikola Tesla, and you want a 9 of Pentacles that, dude, head right towards the card of completion to get to this energy. So you're so focused on it that it's going to happen because your law of attracting it in. You're so focused on it, you're creating it right there, 9 of Pentacles. And that puts you only 1 pentacle away from the 10 of Pentacles completion, real 3D success right there. I mean, look, she's cool what she's got. That's almost Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. She knows where she's going. So you're 1 pentacle from that fool away. And then you come in to anchor it out, the Gemini with the Lovers, the choice being made to go your way. You know, back when this was the Rider-Waite deck, I remember it so well. It was a couple lifetimes ago. And I mean, Rider was cool. He was all right. We thought Rider was cool. But he wasn't very artistic. You know, he phoned it in a little bit. It was much like anything else he did. But he made an acceptable deck. You know, the other options we had weren't very good. So we all were just like, you know what? Waite is right. And we kind of went with it. And we made the choice. You guys are going to be picking out that house. And it's the one that Gemini wants because they start wanting this new beginning with you. And it creates more of a focus on to it with the Tower. Starting something new and beginning. See, this wasn't as bad as you thought. This past problem wasn't that bad. Tower moments can be a little paper cut or a complete derailment train wreck. In this case, she only dropped the coffee cup. And she's on the phone like freaking out about it. Just go get another coffee cup. Target's got a ton of them, right? Whoa, you've been going, look at that. So that's the Tower for the new beginning. I lost count. Holy cow, you guys do that to me. That strength card. I wanted the Jack LaLanne just freaking keep on going. But you're at that Tower moment right now. And you know what I say about the Tower moment, Gemini? Sure, school history starts at 9/11. Have you ever heard about this president? His name was Kennedy. There's a pretty good history story about him. Look him up. There was this dude with a mustache back in the late 30s, early 1940s. He was a grumpy guy. He was just misunderstood. You know, he had a note from his mom, but it got interesting too. But anyhow, all Tower moments that cause the world to change and go in other directions right there and start something new, much like 9/11, where history does start in school nowadays, where you had to have the 2 towers fall, and that was the most horrific event. But out of it was a new tower, a new beginning, that Freedom Tower built. A working engineering monument. It's a monument that functions, that stimulates the business's economy. It's huge, it's strong, it grows. That's the type of Tower moment that an emperor manifests. Not a frickin', oh God, I broke my coffee cup. That means I have to go back to Target. Go to Target. I mean, dude, it's bad for me if I go. I just wanted one thing. And why did I pull a shopping cart, right? And it doesn't make sense to me either. It doesn't. All right, so let's see here. With the fact that we've been through the worst of it and it's been a rocky road, the frick, let's see where it goes to, because you and your Emperor together are manifesting a positive outcome. If you're manifesting a negative outcome, then that's your business. I don't know, but maybe watch the reading backwards, something. You could try that. I'm curious. I'm curious what it would sound like backwards, Gemini. All right, let's try it, you know. right? All right, kids save our souls. Let's go. Future for Gemini and the one on their mind because they are leveling up. The Empress has been waiting for the Emperor. Princess of Pentacles is showing him. So let's see if he comes ready to tow a frickin' RV with his jaw with like kite string. You know there were frickin' stagehands pushing that RV. I know there were. Frickin' old man. What? Boomers. If you're a boomer, I'm sorry. I love you. I was just kidding. You can call me whatever you want. 80s baby. Hello. All right. Potential future outcome for Gemini. We have the Four of Pentacles. Capricorn shows up again. Some more Earth energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Protecting that Taurus type Louis Vuitton vault full of Capricorn gold coins and realizing you cannot jump into those gold coins Scrooge McDuck style. You will break every bone in your body because they are real and they are solid. But it's very solid and happy. That cage you're building around to protect your pentacles and protect yourself is what is going to help you manifest this Ace of Cups. And check this out. The Ace of Cups has the Princess of Cups cloak in the background there as like it's a theme as the Princess of Cups approaches with that Ace of Cups, much like how the Princess of Pentacles is bringing in your Princess of Pentacles is bringing in your Emperor. Here's where you start worrying, and this is one of the low points that comes into life with the Five of Pentacles. It's kind of like your person knows the door is open and ready, but not sure how to proceed forward. They're a little nervous because they haven't finished learning how to speak Gemini. You guys like it kind of direct and kind of straightforward. The beating around the bush and the being flirty, it's fun to a point, but for the most part, if your person comes correct and just tells you their intentions and that, you would actually respect them more for it, right? Don't sit and beat around the bush with the blah, blah, blah. And so what this is showing is we get some more Cancer and some Taurus energy here on the table, is that the love offers that come in this time are coming more stable, not from a point of like a passion side, like if you put a fire sign or even another air sign behind this Ace of Cup. When it's delivered in a Pentacle style, your person sees that, oh man, I kind of flood this up, and if I don't, it's like speak now or forever hold your peace, especially with Jupiter, all the planet of luck, and Neptune coupling up, the Sag and the Pisces connections right there. It's where like they start feeling like the wheel is turning now, and if they don't get on it, it's going to go into motion, and the train will leave the station, and then they'll be left behind at the station. Knight of Pentacles, see? And they keep progressing slower, but they're coming correct, much like our Carrot Farmer card up here with this Knight of Pentacles. You've got same thing. The horse is getting old and tired, but one way or another, he's still got the pentacle. He is gripping that pentacle like a shield to get it to its point on time. If he's got to walk it the rest of the way towards that sun, he will. So it's kind of like patience. You got to wait for it to come in. A bull charges, but for the most part, if you watch, a bull just trots along slowly. So as these pentacles come in with more heavy Taurus coming out, Capricorn and Virgo too, but more Taurus, where just because more, now at a different time of the year or in a different spot in this reading, I would see a different energy off of it. But with the way the moon and the Taurian energies build up, as we transition towards the full moon, the energy starts to ramp up at the cardinal point back when the moon was in Aries. So at that point, it starts to charge itself. So as we go through the full moon or towards the full moon in Gemini, we're amping up through this stable, grounded Taurian energy leading into the full moon, which is kind of like Aries is pouring the baking soda in the paper mache volcano, and Taurus ignites it as it pushes up and out. So what you're feeling right now is an amplification as we head into that full moon. And then meanwhile, Jupiter and Neptune are connecting up along with that Mars, Mercury, Venus. So you've got a lot of planets starting to pull and stretch as they balance out. Like imagine a jump rope and then you pull it taut and it, or a tightrope they walk, that sort of thing. Boom, Chariot. Here comes your full forward motion energy right there out of the gate. Foot on the gas, you know you're going to crash. Always on the go, can't say no, but it is a four-wheel drive Chariot. Yeah, Chariot, right there with the Cancer energy. Dude, your future outcome is Cancer and Taurus. What is going on with this? You're grounded and stable. You've watched me shuffle this up. You know how this one goes. You know how Cancer shells are. These Chariots are bulletproof, and much like that free will saying that they've been, you know, right? This is when your person gets in the Chariot and then close the door, then the doors lock themselves and it shifts into gear and it takes off, and it's like, I'm going to drive you to Gemini's house. Just sit back and enjoy the ride. And you're like, what? Who the hell's driving this car? What's going on? Well, oh my goodness. Because remember, whatever it is, it's like the Cancer shell. The Hotel California was written about the Cancer shell, and so that's where your person starts feeling more comfortable and safe to go forward like that. So once the Chariot's in motion, you really need to stay seated until the ride comes to a complete stop. You know, there's the Cancer shell is adorable, and you will just hang. There's mirrors on the ceiling to stare at. There's pink champagne on ice, and there's strawberry wine, and there's an omelet bar. You can leave a review on Yelp if you like. It's an awesome sauce place. But this with that Chariot energy, it's knowing the Two of Wands, knowing the way to go. and it just takes off to proceed forward. So it goes from a Knight of Pentacles energy into a faster momentum. It starts out slow, much like a ride. What I see in the future coming up is as you guys start reconnecting or connecting more, it's like a roller coaster ride that when you feel the chain lock in and start to climb up, and that moment where the chain lock releases and you feel the car start to free fall over the hump, that's like going in from this Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn into the straight up Cancer. I mean, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, into straight up Cancer, right there. So, and then you come to a point, and Leo comes in with the Strength card to balance out, dude. Your major arcana are kind of starting to reign supreme here on this future energy. So even look at this. You could even slide across the Cancer, the Gemini, Cancer, Leo connections right there. They're all neighbors in the zodiac chain. They're all right side by side. But then this Leo energy that manifests towards the sun, that this happens. This is like the roller coaster. Even though you're on the roller coaster ride, that you realize that even though it's freaking you out, that it still is. It was designed by an engineer, and it's designed to do what it's doing to you. This energetic pull and the December energies are designed by an engineer to do exactly what they're doing to you. And if you realize that, and realize that the ride will come to a complete stop safely, and then you'll get out and you'll have to go look at the pictures in the photo booth and see how awful you looked and be like, oh my God, no, we're not buying that. No, we do not buy that. Nobody ever sees that again. In fact, tell the kid behind the counter to delete that photo right now while I'm watching. That sort of thing. Then that is when it balances out and you realize, okay, this wasn't that bad and I'm feeling good about it. So the outcome is very positive, very Cancer, very Leo. Where those two much interact together, much muy bueno. You know, the crab claw can indeed chop the lion's paw possibly, and then the lion's roar will just eat the crab for breakfast. That sort of a thing. But you actually, it's forward momentum, very fast but equally balanced. It's like that Top Fuel dragster feeling right there. That it's awesome, but it's comfortable and you enjoy it at the end. Or you're one of those freaks that when you get off the roller coaster, you actually look good in the photo, like you're sitting there going like, huh, and you got a nice smile on your face. F you guys. How do you even do that? I won't even look at those things when I get off a roller coaster. I just walk right past it. I'm like, screw it. Nope. I want Dippin' Dots. I just want the Dippin' Dots. I do not want to see my face at 70 miles an hour with no windshield. No thing. I'm a Cancer. I know how these chariots work. No windshield. I don't even want to see the photo. I'm good. All right, so clarifiers onto this, because you're protecting this energy, because this is what you want and this is what you're manifesting. No bad stuff. Just showing that sometimes you can get a little into it, but the door's always open, and it's going to start out slow and then start just ramping up as we go from the full moon in your sign towards that new moon in Capricorn. All these cardinal points, Aries, Capricorn, Cancer, and Libra, are going to hit very hardcore. And of course, I mean, with Leo energy, Leo's dominant planet being the sun and Cancer's dominant planet being the moon, it's showing how these cycles right now are just going to continue to amp up your feelings, your intuitions, and your emotions. So just focusing on the ability that you guys are the best sign to handle sword energy is something to be extremely proud of right there. All right, let's see a couple clarifiers on this, maybe see where each one of these ones are going to and what they're doing. Our bottom of the deck is the Three of Pentacles. Dude, so your current energy is still like the connecting anchor chain that's helping to drive your forward momentum. Spirit is still working with you and your person to bring this back together. So here they come, right? Yep. Knight of Swords shows up again, Top Gun. And see, check this out. Look at that old Polaroid photo that she is flying away on the kite. That's cutting the shit out that you don't want anymore. All that past stuff that didn't make you happy and saying goodbye to it. Look how old that is. That's an old Polaroid. I mean, it's not the 1960s Polaroids, but it's the 1980s Polaroids. Nobody uses those anymore. That's the old stuff going away. Your person gets rid of the old Xbox. They get rid of all the old stuff, and they're like, nah, I'm all about Gemini now. Knight of Wands. And then the Michael Knight card shows up later. Look at that dinner she's planning and all those warm, lizardy, hooey feelings coming in. She coming correct and wanting you straight up, hard, straightforward. That's going to be one bomb dinner right there, because they come correct, Three of Cups. And that the card of happiness comes out. Look at these witches just chilling and working with the energies above them and happy, ready to just dance about it. Because your person realizes they can come through that door and you guys connect up and get in the car. Who's riding shotgun? The King of Wands is riding shotgun. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius is riding shotgun on this thing so that you guys can go forward. You don't even need headlights. She's so bright out of this one. Seriously. Look at her emerging out of the fire, telling old stories. And this is you just dominating, using your fire sign placements, his passion to push it forward. That your person can't hold in no longer. Look at the freaking dragon head at the top of that, ready to spit, or actually literally spitting lightning. That's your person getting to that point where it's like, nope, nope, can't do it. Doors open. Gotta go now. Gotta go talk to Gemini. And they're, dude, dude, babe, hi, darling. There's your 10 of Pentacles. We had the 9 of Pentacles up here. And I said that 8 of Swords interference is the only thing stopping this last pentacle so that your Emperor can approach. There's your 10 of Pentacles. It's coming in the future. Taurus and Cancer propelling forward with balance and strength and straight into Leo. Dude, your life in 2023 is going to change. December alone is going to be big. Because, of course, after your full moon in Gemini on its way to Capricorn, it's got to go through Cancer. The moon's got to go through Leo and carry on its way. So this is manifesting that 10 of Pentacles happiness. This 10 of Pentacles, these guys, it's not 10 of Cups energy. It's real world shit. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn right there, heavy on the Taurus side, where you build that Louis Vuitton bomb.com house that you've already got the concrete slab poured for the garage. There's already pickets in for the fence, and y'all are on your way to adopt a new puppy. Maybe you're getting a new puppy. Does somebody have a new puppy? Why am I seeing a new puppy? There's a freaking puppy on the card. I should have looked down sooner. I always look up. Look up. Whoa. Somebody got a puppy, Gemini, or somebody wants a puppy, or you're looking at puppies. What the frick is up with puppies? There's freaking Egyptian stuff. Dude, did you know in Egypt Cancer was a scarab beetle? I'm saving that one for the Cancer reading. That's going to be fun. Anywho, we got 7. Speaking of Cancer, Scorpio decided, don't forget about me. 7 of Cups, the you're taking too long card. You're taking too long. You're taking too long shows up because when the chariot leaves, when the chariot's ready to go, if you're not already in the passenger seat, it's going to take off. So your person's going to come to making a decision that, I mean, you're just their everything with all this major arcana and then 10 swords. And they come out of the swordy energy, learn how to embrace it. I told you from that 9 of Swords over here, 1 sword to completion. You've got all completions coming in with this 3 of Pentacles and 3 of Cups up here. A lot of synchronicities. 33. 33 is for you right now, on top of the angel numbers reading, too, that we did last night. Check that out on my channel. And see what we got. I forget what your angel number was, but it was there. But anyways, you're coming from a place of over-exerting yourself and putting yourself on the line so much into meeting up that equal Emperor to your Empress so that you guys can hop in your chariot and ride off into the sunset. Boom. Right there. Beautiful. Merry Christmas. Happy Crimble right there. All right. I love you very much, Gemini. This was a fun reading. I love reading for you guys. You guys are so awesome. My top read for November. How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. Oh my God, seriously. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Do all that stuff that we YouTube readers love here, and we'll keep doing it for you and make it a great holiday season if you subscribe to that, much like yours truly. Hi. And join me every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time where we do a live All Signs. And yeah, we just have some fun hanging out in Archer's Shell for a little bit and, bring some popcorn. Whatever you want. I don't care. All right, guys. I love you very much. If you'd like to rewind, there's a little retrograde for you. There's my Mars and Mercury Gemini placements. Take 2. Okay. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, Gemini darling, you may email me at archerastrology@gmail.com. And no spirits were harmed in the making of this video. And any relationship to people living or dead is the frickin' point of tarot. All right, Gem. Make it a great one. I'll see you around, all right? Yeah, cheers. Peace.